supernatural beings, the things of myth and legend that we hide from when we're children and stop believing in once we become older. But there's still reason to believe once you've witnessed strange events for yourself. What if everyone around you partook in these strange events? Dean woke up, immediately swinging his legs over the side of the bed and sitting up. He stood on the hardwood floor for a minute, then walking to the kitchen. He lazily grabbed a box of cereal and, without looking, poured some into a plastic bowl. He looked down at the bowl, spoon in hand with no milk in sight. Dean shoveled the dry cereal into his mouth, thinking about what he was going to do today. He had to get ready to then go visit a psychic at 10. Once he finished, he got dressed, then grabbing his coat and putting on his shoes, ready to start the day. His bright blue eyes nearly glowed as he stepped outside and into the morning sunlight. The keys he held in his hand reflected the sunlight as he stepped up to his bright red car, which was also reflecting the sun. It had only taken 15 minutes to get to his destination, Psychic Crystal. The hell type of a name is that? He walked into the shop to see several crystal pendulums and dream catchers hanging up on the wall. Fake crap, he thought as he glared at them. He was startled by a woman with lavender hair, who'd walked out of the back room to greet him. "Hello there, you must be Dean. I'm Crystal." This girl with the stupid purple hair was the psychic he was meeting. "Yeah, I'm Dean," he responded, trying his best not to sound rude. "You're not a believer, are you?" She'd seen straight through him. No, but I was planning to go ghost hunting just for the thrill of going somewhere in the dark and not knowing what's going to happen next." Crystal, out of nowhere, grabbed his hand, dragging him into the back room. "So, if you're not a believer, then why are you here?" she asked, sitting down at the table and preparing herself. "Well, I am doing something related to ghosts, and I thought I should consult someone who can tell me whether I'm safe or not." Crystal smiled in return. "Well, I'm just your girl." She motioned for him to sit across from her. Dean did so, ready for absolutely nothing to happen. He didn't truly believe this stuff after all. "Put your hand on the table," she instructed. Dean did so, putting his palm on top of the hot pink cloth, which covered the table. The psychic set her hand on top of his, closing her eyes. Dean kept looking down at their hands for a minute, then up at her. When she finally opened them, she had a neutral expression. Not a bad, nor a good sign. "Am I safe?" Dean asked. "Well, you seem to be able to attract spirits. Have you had any strange experiences in your past?" Crystal removed her hand from where it rested on top of his. "I once encountered a coyote, and as soon as it got within 5 feet of me, it ran away." The psychic nodded as he spoke. "There must have been a spirit present," she concluded. Dean rolled his eyes. "Just tell me if I'm safe." He wanted to get this over with. "I would be careful. You attract spirits, and keep in mind, spirits doesn't just include the world of ghosts. It includes demons," Crystal warned, as she watched Dean stand up. "Well, this has been something. Guess you'll contact me if I die," he laughed, walking out the door. Crystal laughed nervously in return, stopping once she was sure that he walked out of the door. "That boy has no idea what he's gotten himself into. He needs to be careful before something grabs him and tears him to pieces." She now got up, a look of concern remaining on her face. Dean parked in his driveway like he normally would. He got inside and immediately began packing. He was off to Arizona to visit the famous Vulture Mine and ghost hunt. He had everything packed in around half an hour. He had time to hang around before catching his flight tomorrow morning. So that's precisely what he did, sitting on the couch and watching TV until he had fallen asleep.